Hey, so how's it, everybody? Sorry about the lighting. It's a bit of a, I'm having a bit of a technical difficulty, so to speak. Now. So, Mana, I want to start with this first. Did you know you can't train a cockroach? You can try it, you can beg him, you can give the cockroach the best crumbs in the house, but the cockroach, it does what it wants, when it wants. And if it doesn't feel like running, when you turn on the light, it stays right there on your kitchen floor, doing press ups, looking at you like you are the problem. And you know what, Owens? That cockroach is sometimes smarter than most of us because it doesn't waste time feeling bad for itself. It just lives. Meanwhile, me and you, ah, we're over here crying because we messed up a business or a marriage or a test or a school exam, thinking we are the only ones. Bro, even a cockroach sometimes have more self-esteem than some of us right now. But we are going to change that together. We must brothers. So get ready to be the cockroach. Looking at your problems when it turns on the lights. We're going to help you sort yourself out, Owens. So how's it, me bros? You ever look into the mirror and think, I'm a failure? You felt like a donkey trying to keep up with racing horses. Like everything you touch turns to that gestripte sewage plants that we see around us. Like the haka is our kryptonite. Like we need the sun to power us, but we only need the power of the sun. Now let's take a moment and think about where you trapped skiff, like you were walking on ice skating shoes on Gert's gravel road to his place. That brought you to this point, my guys, to think to yourself, I'm a failure. You see, you started the business, it died, sucked. You tried to fix your marriage, it's gone worse. You promised your kids a better life, but you're still checking for a span. In the same flat, same car, same problems. Problems of acting like a box maniere. I know that voice, Owens. It's like a broken record, that platter. The one that was sitting in your Oma's lounge. That was part of the cupboard. Stuck playing a song in your head. You're not good enough. On repeat. Sounding like Bless Bridges and Nathaniel had a baby adopted by Zuma and raised by the ANC Youth League. Terrible. And the worst part, you start to believe it. You sing songs, you sing a song, you sing the song along like it's you believe it, man. But the song you are singing is nonsense because you made it your favorite song. Like it has number one spot in your top 40 hits you play in your cop. But listen, being like a failure and being a failure are two different things, Owens. One is a feeling, the other is a fact. And the fact is, you're still here, still breathing, still trying to change the song's position in your cop to not even on the top 40 list. And that means you haven't failed. Not yet. Or let me say, not ever. The fact that you're watching this instead of giving up, that's proof, bro. That's your receipt. You're still in the game. The whistle is not blown yet because the ref in this game is fair. Let me stop the sentence there, other guys. Hey, in the chance of sounding like I'm seeking score regarding positions in the standings, Owens number one. I want you guys to come back. Now you know Thomas Edison, the man, Dio, who made the light bulb. The light bulb that helps you see when it is dark instead of questioning why you bought an iPhone instead of an Android in the dark. That oh. So let's call him Brati. Did you know he failed 1,000 times? Facts, bruh. Like 93.94 versus 90.33 fact. Real, true. But 1,000 times, me, bro. After try 500, this bra probably said, Prati, my bro, maybe lights are not for you, my buddy. Maybe try candles, man. But he said, I haven't failed 1,000 times. I found 1,000 ways that don't work. See, that's the difference. Failure is not the opposite of success, Owens. It's part of it. Like pap and sauce, like rugby and biltong. It's like your foot and a Lego. Stops you from trapping on the dog in the dark. Both hurts, but one lands you in the hospital and patches at the SPCA to be put down. You can't have one without the others. Man. Now Philippians 4:13 says, I can do all this through him who gives me strength. Paul wrote this from jail, Owens. Jail. Not from the beach in Durban or a penthouse in Las Vegas on a couch with money in it. From a small room with bad food and worse company, the company that you find yourself in when you meet the parents for the first time, forcing you to think, do I really want to get married? Now Paul said, I can do all things, not some things, not easy things, not things that don't require you to wake up early in the morning. All things, Owens, through Christ. That's your power, my man. Not your school paper, not your friends, not your money in the bank. Christ. When you plug into him, even your failures become fuel. Now, I knew a guy, Peter, failed at school twice. His father called him just like your mother that can't cook a letdown. His friends went to college. He stayed home working at a spaza shop. Felt like the biggest loser around. Then one day, a customer asked him to fix a phone. You see, Peter's been pulling things apart ever since he was small. He fixed it. Word spread. 5 years later, 3 repair shops, 12 people working for him. And his toppy now works for him. The same toppy who called him a letdown. Peter told me, bro, failing school was the best thing that happened to me. It made me find what I was really good at. You see, failure pointed him in the right way. It didn't finish him. Now, you know what Peter fixes most, Owens? You know what he fixed the most? Androids, bro. Not iPhones, Androids. Not because it breaks, but because Android is for the people, my Owens. iPhone are for the people who want to show off, and when it falls, the screen cracks, they cry. Android, you drop it, it bounces back, you pick it up, they keep going. iPhones fall once, finished. Klar. There goes your money. Android falls 7 times, still works. Like the righteous in the Proverbs, Owens. Android is the phone for the fighter. iPhone is the phone for the person who stays down. Choose Android, man. Choose to get up, man. Now, Romans 8:28, Owens. And we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. In all things, not in good things, not in easy things, not in things where your ex finally admits that they were wrong. In all things, man, God works for your good. Even in the failure, especially in the failure, man. Because failure makes you small. Failure teaches you. Failure makes you need him instead of yourself. And that's exactly where he wants you. Needing him. Not thinking you can do it alone. Now I want to ask for the Owens out there that knows how to bake. If you can, then you warm. I can't. Have you ever baked a cake and it flops? It's sunk in the middle like a Johannesburg bottle. It's burnt on the edges and it tastes fully like regret. What do? You don't throw away the whole kitchen. You figure it out of what went wrong. Too much heat, not enough eggs, wrong pan, or you just don't know what you're doing. And then you try again after watching a YouTube video. And maybe it flops again. But eventually, you will get it right, Owens. And when you do, that cake will taste sweeter than any cake you ever bought at any spa or any mamu shop. Because you earned it. You failed your way to it. You see, life is like that cake, Owens. You're going to flop multiple times. But each flop teaches you something. Each flop makes the next one better. Until one day you get that cake right. And that success, nobody can take from you. because they didn't see the flops, guys. They only see the cake. Proverbs 24 verse 16. For though the righteous fall 7 times, they rise again. But the wicked stumbles with calamity when calamity strikes. 7 times, Owens. Just like the Android. Not once, not twice, not 3 times a lady. 7 times. The righteous fall, bro. They don't float. They don't fly. They don't just walk all the time. They fall flat on their faces in the mud in front of everybody. But you see, they rise again. They get up. See, that's the difference between failure and a fighter. Failure stays down. Fighter gets up. And even with mud on your face, even when people are laughing at you, they still get up. You see, the Springboks in 2015 World lost in the quarterfinals. I said I'm not talking rugby, but I'm just making an example. Humiliated. The whole country was just they weren't sharp, they were murag. Coaches fired, the players blamed, everybody pointing fingers. But listen, 4 years later, World Cup champions, same coach, same captain, same players who failed. But now what changed? They learned from their failure. They used it as fuel. They didn't let one bad season define them, Owens. And you shouldn't also. Don't let one bad season define you, one bad year, one bad season. It doesn't define you. It actually refines you. You know, there's a post office here in Perfi. You know that post office? No, you don't know that post office. Why? Because the whole building was stolen. Bricks, roof, windows, gone. Somebody stole an entire government building. Now you think the people sat down and said, hey, that's it. We give up. No, my bro. They adapted. They made a plan. Because that's what we do. We don't let stolen post offices or stolen dreams stop us, Owens. That post office is now a legend. They tried to break us, but we are still here. That's you, my bro. They can take your job. They can take your money, your confidence. But they can't take your spirit, Owens. Not if you don't let them. Nah? 2 Corinthians 12 verse 9 says, my grace is sufficient for you. My power is made perfect in your weakness. You hear that? God's power shines when you are weak. When you have nothing left. When you've tried everything and nothing works. That's when he steps in. That's when the miracles happen, Owens. So don't be ashamed of your weaknesses. Don't hide your failures, man. Don't try to hide it from people to make them think that you're perfect, Owens, man. You see, it's in your failures and in your weaknesses. That's where God does his best work, guys. You see, that's where the story gets sharp and good, Owens. Now, I knew an old Tannie that said to me, a warm toilet seat never made a careful person. She'd never sat on a warm one on purpose. But she knew comfort makes you soft. It's the cold shock at midnight that teaches you to check first. So if your life feels like you're sitting on a frozen toilet seat right now, good, man. It means you're learning. You're building skills the comfortable people will never have. When things warm up, and they will, Owens, you'll be unstoppable, man. Jeremiah 29:11, very well-known scripture. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. God's plans are active, Owens. God's plans are active. When you feel like a failure, especially when you feel like a failure, because his plans don't depend on your performances. They depend on his promises. And he promised to prosper you, not to harm you, to give you hope and a future. A future, my man. That means more is coming. This is not the end. This is just a chapter. A hard chapter, I know. A cold toilet seat chapter, I get it. But not the last chapter. Did you know what diamonds are made of? Pressure, Owens. heat, time. It's a lump of coal, my bro. A ugly, dirty, useless coal. But put it under enough pressure for a long time. Diamond. The most valuable thing on earth. That's you right now, guys. You're the coal. The pressure is the failure. The heat is your struggle, guys. The time, that's your patience. Keep going, Owens, man. Keep enduring, guys, man. One day, you look back and see the diamond. And you'll thank God for the pressure, guys. So here's the truth, my bro. You're not a failure. You are just work in progress. You are a diamond being formed, guys. You are a person who checks the toilet seat before sitting down. You are a cake that flopped but will rise again. You are Android, bro. You fall, you bounce, you keep working. You are a Springbok who lost but came back to win, Owensman. You are Peter fixing phones while his toppy is eating his words. You are Percival making a plan when the whole building is gone. Now, guys, Isaiah 41 verse 10 says, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you in my righteous right hand. I will uphold you. Not I might not if you deserve it. I will." You see, God's right hand, bro, the hand of power, the hand that parted the Red Sea, that hand is holding you up. And even when you feel like you're falling, even when you feel like you can't feel him close to you, he's there holding you, bro. So stand up, my bro, man. Dust yourself off, man. Look in the mirror again. But this time, don't see failures. See a fighter, man. You are a survivor, guys. You see someone who has been through hell and still standing. That's you. See someone in the mirror. God is not done yet. You've got this, guys. You're not perfect. And that's not why God's helping you because he wants you to be perfect. No. Because you are his. And that's enough, Owens. You are enough. Man. Don't let the world tell you your value. Let God give you your value. The opinions of man matters nothing, Owens. It's the opinions of God that's important. And even if you fall, and the people want to make fun of you, and they laugh at you, it's okay. People will always laugh, people will always talk, people will always say things, but opinions of people, it's cheap. But the opinions of God is what's life-changing. So guys, you are not useless. You are not lost. You are in God's hands. God has his hand over you, Owens. And what you are going through right now, it's not just part of what God is building for you. So don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so tough on yourself, Owens. You're going to miss out the joy in this life. You're going to miss out the great things, my brothers. Trust me, man. Money and those things is not all in all, bro. You're still going to go to your coffin one day naked. You're not going to take your things with you. Open your eyes and see what's important to you. Today, I want you to go to your families. I want you to turn to them and tell them, I love you guys, man. Bring your focus back to where it's supposed to be. Bring your focus to see actually how truly blessed you are. Don't be hard on yourself. Well, guys, I think that's going to be my session for this morning. I want to say thank you for joining me. And may God bless you guys. And I'll see you tomorrow for our next slot. Take it easy.